Personal fitness is really important to a lot of people, but some folks really can't get involved with the more strenuous activities because their bodies just won't allow them. That's where YMCA comes into play. Grace Passarella is the aquatics, in charge of aquatics. Are you in charge of aquatics?
Aquatics coordinator.
She's the aquatics coordinator here at the Y. Tell us a little bit about what you guys have here.
Okay, so we have a bunch of different aquatic classes here, especially for 8 a.m. classes for adults. And we also have a bunch of lifeguard trainings and classes like that. We have a Ship Island program where we're in charge of the Ship Island lifeguards. And we also do a bunch of swim lessons here and 3rd grade swim.
And this pool that is here behind us is heated year round. That's a big piece of it as well.
Yes, it definitely helps with all of the year-round programs we have.
And so you do classes here, aerobics classes, things that will help individuals really activate all their muscle groups and get that workout while not putting so much impact on their bodies.
Yes, correct.
So tell us about what do the folks say when they come in and work out in this space? Are they enjoying it?
Yes, they enjoy it a lot. They get to talk to a bunch of people. They get a good community going, and it's just great.
Do you guys have meets here?
Yes, we have Marlin swim meets, and we also host some high school swim meets here as well.
And so those folks are here practicing. I noticed we have some folks that are members here. Do you have to have an active membership here, or can you just come in on a day pass?
You do have to have an active membership here, but you can bring a member or you can bring a guest for a few days.
And then, of course, it goes without saying, you have folks that will come in, those individual memberships. You have some other small groups that will come in and use this space for their workouts as well.
Yes, correct.
Awesome. Thanks, Grace.
Of course.
And it goes without saying, fitness is a huge piece of what's happening here at the Y. I've got Devin Matthews, who's kind of in charge of mission advancement. Tell us a little bit about the fitness here, the fitness program here at the Y.
Yeah, so for our active older adults, we provide classes from chair yoga to Parkinson's, from our active older adults, which teaches them functional fitness. So getting up off of a chair, getting up off the floor, those necessity things that they need.
Yeah, you don't think about that if it's not in your face all the time, but there's definitely a very large population here. It's kind of a retirement area, and you have to be able to adapt what you're doing for those folks because they're going to need to be able to get up, move around, and maintain their fitness as well.
Right, they're the foundation of our community, so we want to make sure that we have all the programs in line for their needs.
And even something as simple as I'm looking upstairs, you have a huge walking track that goes around this whole building, and it would seem as though that's the easy thing to do, but it's there's folks breaking a full sweat up there.
Yeah, it definitely is. And it's essential to here because in the summer months it gets real hot. So we need to be able to provide an area for those older adults to be able to take their walks.
Man, real hot.
Yeah.
We ain't got there. No one else understands really what hot is like until they've come down here to the South. But it's nice that you have a controlled environment so that you can still get your workout and not feel like you're about to fall out.
Definitely.
What other programs do you have here for the active older population?
Oh, so we also do social hours. So every Tuesday and Thursday, and then the second and fourth Saturdays of the month, we have from 11:30 to 3:30. They come upstairs, they play games, they do potlucks. We have informational speakers coming to talk to them, whether it's finances, whether it's burials, all those things that they'll need, and making sure that they are up to date.
Well, you're taking it to a whole different place. You're not just working on their physical health and well-being. You're going into full-on life mode, life skills mode.
Yeah. So when you bring up retirement community, not everyone here has family, so they come to the Y for their social activities, for their family atmosphere, and so we want to be able to provide that for them weekly.
Yeah, especially if you are one of those individuals who maybe your partner, your loved one, your husband, wife has gone on before you, and it's just you, right? And especially if you moved here and you don't have family here, it's nice to have that community. That's important to be able to not only stay active, but to keep your mind going as well.
Definitely, and everybody knows the Y brand, so no matter where you come from, there was probably a Y there before. So when people move into the community, we're one of the first places they stop by.
Yeah, it's an important piece of it. Thanks, Devin.
Thank you.
Another interesting piece about what they do here at the Y is they take trips. No other gym takes trips, right? Unless it's to the parking lot and back.
True.
So tell us a little bit, Barbara, about the trips that you guys have here for the active older group.
Well, for the past trips that we've taken, we've gone to, we went on a cruise in 2023. Last year we did a Diamond Bus tour to Savannah, and that was a lot of fun. I was honestly very surprised at the turnout that we had, but it was so much fun and people really had a good time. And before the end of the trip, people were asking me, well, so where are we going next? So where we're going next is to Niagara Falls, and we're going to the Canada side in Toronto. That is September 6th through the 14th. We'll take about 2.5 days to travel up on the bus and then spend 4 nights in Niagara Falls and then turn around and come back. And they've also, Diamond Tours plans these trips, so they've also done some interesting stops along the way. We're going to stop in Nashville and go to Madame Tussauds Wax Museum. We're going to the Kentucky Derby Museum on the way back. Also the Cleveland Museum of Natural History. So it's not so boring for us just to stay in the bus all day long and just get out at rest stops.
Sure. You had just mentioned that it's a 2-day trip on a bus there, and I was just like, I almost shuddered thinking of 2 days on a bus. But you guys are making the most of those 2 days. You're not just spending 2 days on the bus. It's an active trip up. It's an active trip back, and then of course the time spent there. What is it that the adults are saying that they like most about these experiences?
I think just being together, and not only that is we're seeing places that maybe we've never seen. Going to Niagara Falls was a bucket list item for me.
Sure.
And when this came about, I mean, I didn't choose it just because I wanted to go. I actually, we narrowed it down to 5 and then narrowed it down to 3. And I had some of my active older adults consulting with me. And I said, hey, what do you want to do? And we agreed on this. We've already talked about what we want to do next year for this bus trip. It's economical and it's convenient. We leave the driving to someone else. All the planning is done. So really what the person who's going has to do is pack their bags, and that's about it. Everything else is taken care of.
Yeah, the best part of that, what sounds the most appealing to me is that you let somebody else do the driving.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And you stop in for food. Every aspect of the trip is completely planned.
Correct. We will have to make decisions about where to stop to eat along the way. But then once we get there, all of our breakfasts are planned, our meals there are planned, but we will have to make choices about where we stop for lunch and dinner on travel days. But our bus drivers are very knowledgeable because they've gone these routes, so they're very helpful too. And I requested the same 2 bus drivers that we had for our last trip because they were so much fun. They made the trip because they were just enjoyable.
You're right. Getting there is sometimes, when I think of getting the family together and going on a trip, getting there to me is like the most painful piece of actually getting there. But you guys sound like you're making some of it sounds like it's just as much fun as actually getting to the final destination.
Being on the bus is so much fun. And then we will take a suitcase full of games. And in the hotel each night, we will play games because that's what we do.
Perfect. Listen, you see all that information at the bottom of your screen. You see the phone number. If you want to get involved, give them a call at the Y. They're taking memberships all the time. And then you maybe get to go on a tour with Barbara. Thanks for being here.
Absolutely. Thank you.